Every corner of the world holds incredible testaments to human brilliance, places where architecture, culture, and history come together in breathtaking harmony. From towering skylines to ancient cities frozen in time, these destinations showcase the limitless creativity and ambition of humankind. Join us as we embark on a journey to explore the top 10 man-made wonders of the world, each one a masterpiece that has left an indelible mark on history and human achievement. Number 1. Sigiriya. Sigiriya, also known as Lion Rock, is smack in the middle of Sri Lanka. But this isn't just any old rock. It's an ancient palace, a fortress, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site all rolled into one. Okay, let's go back 1,500 years to the time of King Kashyapa. He seized the throne from his own father and knew that his half-brother would come for revenge. So he built an impenetrable fortress on top of this massive rock. But here's the twist. His brother did come back with an army, and after a dramatic battle, the king took his own life. After that, Sigiriya was abandoned as a royal palace and later became a Buddhist monastery. One of the coolest things about Sigiriya? These giant lion paws at the entrance. Back in the day, visitors walked through the mouth of a massive lion-shaped gateway. Sadly, only the paws remain today, but imagine how epic that must have looked. You can see the ancient paintings, which are over 1,500 years old and still incredibly well preserved. One of the best spots to see Sigiriya is when you climb the nearby Padurangala rock. It's a shorter hike, but the view of Sigiriya at sunset is absolutely magical. Number 2. Lighthouse of Alexandria. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, or Pharos of Alexandria, was built on Pharos Island, right off the coast of Alexandria, Egypt. In 280 BCE, the great Egyptian ruler Ptolemy I ordered the construction of this massive lighthouse to help sailors navigate the busy port of Alexandria. For over 1,500 years, it stood as one of the tallest man-made structures in the world. Some legends say the lighthouse wasn't just for navigation, it also had secret weapons. Ancient texts claim that its mirrors could focus sunlight and burn enemy ships. Sadly, after multiple earthquakes, the lighthouse was reduced to ruins. Divers have found massive stone blocks. Number 3. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall stretches over 13,000 miles across northern China. It runs from the Bohai Sea in the east all the way to the Gobi Desert in the west. Basically, it's the longest man-made structure on Earth. About 2,300 years ago, the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, wanted a way to protect his empire from invading nomads. So, he ordered the construction of a massive wall. There are several parts of the wall open to visitors. Badaling is the most famous and crowded, while Mushianyu has breathtaking views. But if you want a real adventure, head to Jinshanling, less crowded and pure history. Some parts of the wall allow overnight camping, where you can watch the sunset, sleep under the stars, and wake up to breathtaking views. Now here's something cool. Instead of walking down, you can slide down in a toboggan. The Mushianyu section has a 1,500-meter-long ride that lets you zoom down the mountains with epic views. Number 4. Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is in the Black Hills of South Dakota, standing at 5,725 feet above sea level. Back in the 1920s, historian Don Robinson had a wild idea: carve giant faces into a mountain to boost tourism in South Dakota. Sculptor Gutzon Borglum took on the challenge in 1927, and after 14 years of blasting rock with dynamite, Mount Rushmore was born with faces of the 4 presidents carved into it. George Washington, the founding father, symbolizing the birth of the U.S., Thomas Jefferson, the visionary, who expanded the nation with the Louisiana Purchase, Theodore Roosevelt, the progressive leader, who championed conservation and built the Panama Canal, Abraham Lincoln, the unifier, who preserved the country during the Civil War. Walk the presidential trail to give a close view of the carvings and a chance to spot wildlife like mountain goats and deer. Every evening in summer, the monument lights up in a special ceremony that honors veterans. It's one of the best times to visit. Number 5. Forbidden Kingdom. Sitting right in the heart of Beijing, the Forbidden City isn't just a palace, it's a fortress stretching over 180 acres. With 9,999 rooms, it was home to Chinese emperors for nearly 500 years. Today, it's known as the Palace Museum and is one of the most visited places on Earth. Let's rewind to the Ming Dynasty, the year 1406. Emperor Yongle ordered the construction of the Forbidden City, and guess what? It took over 1 million workers and 14 years to complete. The palace was built following ancient Chinese feng shui principles, symbolizing balance and harmony. The Hall of Supreme Harmony is the biggest and most important building in the Forbidden City where emperors held ceremonies, coronations, and met with officials. His throne is guarded by dragon carvings, symbolizing imperial power. The Nine-Dragon Wall, true to its name, it is covered in 9 massive dragons, because in ancient China, 9 was considered the luckiest number and dragons in China symbolize power and good fortune. Number 6, Hoover Dam. Located right on the border of Nevada and Arizona, Hoover Dam sits on the mighty Colorado River and creates Lake Mead, the largest reservoir in the U.S. by volume. This place is not just a tourist attraction, it literally powers homes and cities across the Southwest. Back in the 1930s, during the Great Depression, the U.S. needed 2 things: jobs and water management. So, the government decided to take on one of the most ambitious engineering projects in history, building the Hoover Dam. Walking across the dam, you will get a breathtaking view of the Colorado River on one side and Lake Mead on the other. If you're more into water adventures, head to Lake Mead. You can go boating, kayaking, or even scuba diving. Here's an interesting and wild fact about Lake Mead. There are underwater ghost towns here. St. Thomas in Nevada was once a thriving town, had homes, a school, a hotel, and even a church. But when Lake Mead filled up, the town was completely submerged by the 1930s. However, due to the recent droughts and lowering water levels, St. Thomas has re-emerged. You can now walk through the ruins of old buildings that were underwater for decades. Number 7, Prejima Castle. Prejima Castle sits in Slovenia and is literally built into a massive cave. The castle dates back over 800 years. Originally built in the 12th century, it was a perfect hideout because of its natural cave system. Since it's built into a cave, it's said to have secret chambers that have never been fully explored. Some believe there's hidden treasure from the days of Erasmus. Others? They say the castle is haunted. The castle still has its original medieval weapons, including swords, cannons, and armor from the knights who defended it. Every summer, Prejima hosts live medieval reenactments, think knights in armor, sword fights, and jousting tournaments. It's the closest thing to time travel you'll ever get. Number 8, Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is located in Agra, India, right on the banks of the Yamuna River. It's one of the most visited and photographed places in the world, attracting over 7 million visitors every year. This isn't just a mausoleum, it's a monument of love. The story goes like this: in the early 1600s, the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan was deeply in love with his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Inside the mausoleum you'll find the cenotaphs of Mumtaz and Shah Jahan, but fun fact, the real tombs are below ground, in a hidden chamber. For a totally different perspective, head to Mehtab Bagh across the Yamuna River. It's peaceful, less crowded, and has one of the best sunset views of the Taj. Number 9, Petra. Petra is tucked away in the deserts of southern Jordan. The city is over 2,000 years old and was once the capital of the Nabatean kingdom. And fun fact, it's also called the Rose City because of its stunning pink-hued stone. Petra was built by Nabateans, an ancient Arab civilization known for their insane engineering skills. They carved Petra directly into the rock and built a complex water system that kept the city thriving in the middle of the desert. Walk through the Sikh, a magical entrance. This narrow canyon is over a kilometer long and suddenly reveals Petra's most famous landmark. You can take 800 steps to get the monastery. It's even bigger and hidden way up in the mountains. Number 10, Corinth Canal. First things first, where is this masterpiece? The Corinth Canal cuts through the Isthmus of Corinth, connecting the Aegean Sea to the Ionian Sea. It's in Greece, just about an hour's drive from Athens, and it's one of the most dramatic waterways in the world. Back in 600 BC, the ancient Greeks, led by tyrant Periander, wanted to cut through this land to save ships from a 300-mile detour. But they had no modern tools, so they built a stone-paved road instead, dragging boats across on wooden rollers. You'll feel tiny as you glide between these massive cliffs, some rising 300 feet above you. Walk the bridges for the best views. The main one is the Isthmia Bridge, but the best hidden gem is the Old Corinth Bridge. Just a short drive away, you can explore ancient Corinth, one of Greece's most important cities in antiquity. Walk through ancient ruins, including the stunning Temple of Apollo. So, what do you think? Which of these man-made wonders is your favorite? Or have you actually been to any of them? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.